Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is S. Satish Kumar. Can all of you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anytime if I have any problem that my video is not clear, my voice is not audible or something like that, you can tell me, or I sent my number in the group. Okay, I can just you can note down if you want. 96528234446. This is my number. My name is Satish. Okay. So if you have any issue, you can send a message. Better directly speak in the class if it is a regular class. But after the class, you want to ask anything, you can just send a message. You can call me. If I'm in a class, some generally I put in aeroplane mode where you may not be able to reach me. After the class, I'll respond to you depending on your missed call or message. Okay, but definitely will be accessible to you. Any doubt, if it is regarding maths, you can call me. If it is regarding administrative issues, you can call to college. But still, you can express to any teacher also. We'll try to sort it out. If it is related to maths or anything about your academics, definitely I'll be attending very quickly. Okay. That is one thing. Generally, I teach a bridge course also for ASB so that I'll be more familiar with the students. But this year I could not take your preparatory course because I was busy with your seniors and their super seniors. Okay. Because of all that. I think most of you, MSK sir took math classes, right?
Sridhar, sir.
Yes, M. Sridhar Kumar is name. So MSK sir. All right. Okay. So we have maths 2 tracks. Okay. In all of you are going to study, even though your 10th class may be CBSE or SSC or ICSE, whatever it is. In intermediate, I think you are studying AP state syllabus, right? Okay. There are few things, of course, every teacher might have started today's class with the introduction only, okay, and might have taught the subject to some extent. Today, I thought I'll avoid it because it may be boring for every teacher to tell the same thing, maybe. But then also I thought if I don't tell first day, it may be a little difficult. All right. So, few things I want to tell. First thing is, there are few people in this class who might have not attended bridge course, and especially most of you might have not written your 9th class year-end exams in your school final exams, and your 10th class classes might have not went to the full satisfaction because of the online situation. Okay. You don't worry about all that. Whatever happened, happened. Can we change? Can we go back and change what happened? No, right?
No, sir.
Okay. But one thing we can assure you in a sense that whatever we need for your intermediate preparation, that is your 11th and 12th class preparation, along with your JEE mains preparation, JEE advanced preparation, and all other engineering entrances, we will teach everything from the beginning. For example, let's say somewhere arithmetic progressions is required, we'll teach it from the beginning. Logarithms is required, we'll teach it from the beginning. Trigonometry is required, we'll teach it from the beginning. Okay. So we don't expect some kind of prayer things from you. But if you studied earlier sincerely, it is more easier. That is first thing. First of all, I want everybody to sit properly. You should have a proper position, a nice chair or something to sit. Not that you sleep and watch like a movie on a bed or something like that. Okay. It may be a video class, but it is not like a movie video or something like that. Okay. If possible, try to get a proper table and a chair where you can sit nicely. And the camera should be focusing you. Okay. I had last year a lot of experiences of looking at the wonderful false ceilings. I never thought this many kinds of false ceilings are there. Okay, people put their phone towards the fan and false ceiling and all that. Okay, so I had enough of that. So I want to see you. Okay, your face should be thoroughly visible. If somebody doesn't have a good webcam, please try to purchase that. If somebody doesn't have a proper network connection, try to get in as far as possible. We want a good device like a tab or a laptop where the screen is bigger so that you can see us and what we wrote on the board and all clearly. But if you're not able to manage that, you have only mobile phone, you want to manage with that, it's okay. As far as possible, try to get a bigger screen with a good network. These two are very important. In case of power failure, if you have any kind of backup for that, it will be excellent. If these three are there, power backup and good network and good device, and you are sincere. These are the requirements, both online and offline together. That is one thing. So don't worry about 10th class or which syllabus. Some people may say in state syllabus maths is good, or state syllabus people will get ranks. Don't bother about all that. Okay. We have seen, I'm teaching, from 1999. I finished my BTech from Andhra University, Mechanical Engineering in 99. Since then, I'm teaching, for around 22 years, maybe. I've seen over years all kinds of students, people from Timpani, people from Vishaka Valley, people from Kotak Solution School, people from different techno schools, people from a lot of state syllabus schools, okay, all kinds of state syllabus schools and all that. Practically, the school that you study and the 10th class which syllabus you are doesn't affect your performance in any way. Okay, these 2 years are quite sufficient for your mains and advanced preparation. Okay, so don't ever say, or your parents say to me, my son is from CBSE, my son doesn't have foundation, my son did not attend bridge course, that's why he's not doing well. These are all stupid excuses. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Some of your friends might have studied in some kind of techno school, might have studied some 11th and 12th topics earlier. They might have written some objective exams like mains earlier. Some people have not taken. It doesn't matter. I've seen people started fresh and doing much better than others. I also have seen some people taken some extra coaching before and done still well. It only depends on your own capacity and sincerity. No prerequisites. That is the first thing. Second thing is, any time you want to ask us anything, when I'm teaching a class, you are not understood, you can stop me. I'll write there, I'll explain to you. You don't have to say, sir, why should I waste rest of the people time in the class? Why to waste others' time? Don't think like that. There may be other people who have not understood what I said. They're out of shyness, they're not asking. If you ask, you are helping them also. Even if you know that rest of the class are understood, but you are not understood, you have every right to ask in the class itself. Okay. So if you are shy and you are not asking, sorry, we are not responsible. Okay. You came to 11th class. I cannot call you separate and ask, are you understanding or not? Are you feeling shy not to ask? Sorry. If you ask only, we will tell. Otherwise, we will assume that you understood. But we are completely open. On one side, we are very strict that you attend the classes on time and be sincere and keep your video on and all that. At the same time, we are also ready to help you. Okay, you can call us separately if you want a topic to be taught once again to you, or some problems are there which you are not getting clarified. Even personally, individually also, we can help you. Okay, we are very friendly if you approach us. Okay, at the same time, we are very strict on how you behave in the class and how you complete and submit the homework and all. Now coming to the maths, JEE mains and advanced preparation, or you have other engineering entrances like Geetam, Andhra University, and VIT and SRM. Many other universities have some entrance exams. Okay, and AP State has MSET. For all the engineering entrances, the syllabus is same. The level of the question that they ask may be different. In MSET, what are the formulas that are required for MSET? What is required for JEE Advanced may be more or less same, but how they ask questions, that will be different. Okay, so we will give comprehensive coaching for all this. Not that when we teach a topic, we'll teach only intermediate level. No, we teach at the board level what you need for 11th and 12th board exams, and also we teach for what is required for mains exam and advanced exam and MSET exam, all that. Okay, now I think those are in this class. I think those who opt for CBSE syllabus, there is a separate section, I think, but that is not the ASP. But most of the sections we have is all 10th class. They may be whichever syllabus they are, but 11th and 12th they study AP State Board. Okay. One of the reason we chose AP State Board, frankly, is that first of all, your physics textbook in AP State Board and the CBSE NCERT textbook are exactly same. Do you know that?
Yes, sir.
It is exactly same. In fact, if you take AP State Board physics textbook, on the front page it will be written that we took permission from NCERT to use the content, and they just reprinted it. Only thing is, at the end of each lesson, they added some questions. That's all. Otherwise, the matter, page numbers, everything is same. At the end, they added some very short answer questions, some short answer questions for the purpose of board exams. So, our physics and chemistry textbooks are same, but maths textbook is not same as NCERT textbook, but it is much better than that. Okay. If you take your NCERT textbook, 11th and 12th, maths is very, very simple. It doesn't help you too much for mains and advanced exam. Whereas AP State Board textbooks, which I sent the cover page in the group in the break time. If you have not seen it, you can see after the classes are over also. The content there is much better. Okay. Apart from the content, there is one advantage of State Board exams, is that it is easy to get marks in State Board than CBSE. That's the first advantage. Second advantage is there is 11th class board exam also. Whereas CBSE 11th board exam is not there, directly 12th board exam, right? All of you know 11th board exam is not there in CBSE.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
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 Only schools conduct exam, but not like a standard board exam to be conducted. Okay. One may say there is an advantage of that, not having the exam, but there is a disadvantage. Generally, our tendency of the most students is when exam is there, we study. Otherwise, we won't study so much. Am I correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, if 11th class exam is there, at least due to board exam, last 2-3 months you'll study very nicely and you are thorough with your 11th class topics. So that during 12th class, you can only focus on 12th class. I see many people who study CBSE syllabus in 11th and 12th. 11th class, they don't study so much. 12th class, last 6 months, they want to prepare for 12th exams, board exams, they want to prepare for mains and advanced and all that. Okay. If they study all the 2 years sincerely, it doesn't matter which stream it is. Okay. That is one thing. In 11th and 12th class CBSE board exams, they can give questions out of the book, some new questions. If you focus on preparing for all that, you may not be peacefully prepared for, what you call this JEE mains and advanced. Whereas intermediate state board exams, advantages, there are some important questions are there. Definitely questions will come from the textbook as it is without change of numbers. Sometimes in physics, for a particular question, there will be 5 important questions. Definitely from that 5, 1 question will come, or there will be 7 important questions. Definitely from that 1 question will come. Okay, but in maths, maybe number of important questions are more. But whatever it is, the questions will come from the routine standard questions that are from the textbook only. Sometimes it may be more number, but that is an advantage. Okay, so because of these 2 reasons, but ultimately our goal is getting good mains and advanced rank. So we are planning for that, whatever it is. This syllabus doesn't matter for us. It's not that CBSE is the central syllabus and AP state syllabus is state, so it may not be suitable for JEE mains or advanced. No, the syllabus is same and books are same, and in fact it is better one. Okay, I'm just clarifying some doubts so that somebody may have. I don't want to give a long lecture and waste your time, but I thought somebody may have some kind of doubts whether I'll be able to cope up. Why I came to the CBSE state board without, up to 10th class I studied CBSE, or somebody might have studied up to 10th class I studied off day, why this full day and all that. It's all for your own good performance in mains and advanced. That's why. If you wanted, we can teach only off day. If you wanted, we can take CBSE affiliation and take 11th and 12th class for that. Not a big deal at all. Okay, but we felt it is more conducive for the students' performance. That is first thing. Coming to intermediate maths, we have 2 maths periods, mainly because you have 2 tracks. One is maths 1A and another one is maths 1B. Okay, maths 1A is mostly about algebra and trigonometry, and maths 1B is about coordinate geometry and calculus. Okay, if somebody doesn't know what is calculus and all, don't worry. Okay, here we have algebra and vector algebra and trigonometry. Here we have coordinate geometry and calculus. Okay, similarly in second year we will have 2A and 2B, maths 2A and maths 2. Okay, I'll be teaching maths 1A, and Patnaik sir, generally we call UP sir, his initially is U. Okay, Patnaik sir will teach 1B. I may teach 1 or 2 topics from 1B. He may take up 1 or 2 topics from 1A later on. But to start with, it will be like this. So, one thing, if you might have had some kind of teachers during your 10th class. During your preparatory course, somebody else might have taught maths or physics or chemistry. You may like the teaching. You may be, more like the personality or the way they teach. Okay. But these 2 years, generally we don't change the teachers, but once in a while, if situation comes, we may have to change, but generally we don't change. In the beginning, when you go from one teaching style to another teaching style, you may think, why this teacher, okay, other thing is better. But over a time, we'll get accustomed. Teacher style may be different, but ultimately what they present is same. Okay, over a time, we'll get adjusted. But even after some days, let us say you find my teaching is not so comfortable, you are not so happy, you can tell me, I'll try to change it. If still it is not working out, you can tell the administration, you can put another teacher. I'm completely open. Okay, we want best from you and we want to give you best to you. If a particular teacher's personality is not suitable to you, you can always don't say complain. You can always inform us. We'll try to change ourselves, or we'll try to change your teacher if required. You are open, express it, but give yourself enough time, or give the teacher enough time so that he can present himself properly. Okay. You can always express if you have any problem with me. I'm completely open. Okay. So anyway, other track that 1B Patnaik sir is teaching. He is one of the directors. This Ascent classes has 5 directors. He is one of the directors. And I'm not just saying because I'm working here or something. He is one of the best maths teacher I ever met. Okay. He has done his PhD from in US, one of the university, and he even taught there for some years as a teacher in the university itself. Then he came back here and he worked in many colleges, teaching the top sections, producing excellent ranks. And all the directors, they taught top sections in many colleges in, like Chaitanya, Vikas, Narayana, these kind of colleges, they taught the best sections. Later on, they opened this college together. Okay. So Patnaik sir is an excellent teacher, no doubt about it. And his subject is much beyond 11th and 12th. He can teach BSc students, MSc students, PhD students. In fact, many teachers in Ascent, even other colleges, were his students because he was teaching MSc and all in Visakhapatnam in colleges 20 years back, 30 years back. Many teachers, at that time students, now they became teachers. Okay, so many teachers that you find in the coaching centers are actually Patnaik students when he was teaching MSc for them during their studies. Okay. So he can teach MSc, PhD, and he can teach in university. Okay. So sometimes when he presents, you may think things are going a little higher. That is, he want to give a better idea to you. But he is very accessible. He loves maths. He can teach for hours. And if you ask even the smallest doubt, he can come to very ground level and teach. Okay. He is also completely open. If anything is there, you can call him, express to him. Okay. So you are very lucky in one sense to have Patnaik sir as teacher. That is 1B part, and 1A I teach. Okay. Now, both maths tracks, we have 3 things. One is IP textbook. What is this IP? IPE means Intermediate Public Examination. Intermediate Public Examination. That is 11th and 12th board exam. That's why I use the word IP regularly. And the AP State Board, who conducts all these IP board exams and the syllabus and all that, is called Telugu Academy. Okay, Telugu Academy. So don't think Telugu Academy means it is Telugu medium or something. Books are in English medium and Telugu medium both, but it is called Telugu Academy. There is also Board of Intermediate who takes care of this. Okay. So sometimes we call Telugu Academy textbook, sometimes we call Academy textbook, sometimes I call IP textbook. All refer to the 2 textbooks that I shared in the group, 1A textbook and 1B textbook. So that is the first thing, IP textbooks, 1A and 1B. Okay, these 2 textbooks, they are not same as CBSE 11th and 12th maths textbooks. Okay, so they are much better than that. These books are available in the market in most of the major shops, but I'll still send the PDF of that. Okay, because these are not available in the internet anywhere. We took screenshot of each and every page. The whole textbook we scanned it. Okay, we have a PDF of that. We'll send that. At the same time, whichever chapter is going on, we'll send that small chapters also, because big PDF every time somebody may not be able to open it. So when I teach maths and determinants, I'll send only that PDF also. Okay. So that is textbooks 1A, 1B. Try to purchase these books. Later on, I'll send one bookshop number, which is in Daba Gardens or something. You can call them and you can go and find out. That means if it is available, you can go and purchase at some suitable time. If you are not able to purchase, we will send the PDFs. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so that is one thing. Next we have Ascent mains material. Okay, Ascent mains material. There will be 2 books, volume 1 and volume 2. Let us say I finished that is all the first year syllabus. We have let us say 12 chapters. The first 3 chapters that I am going to teach, and the first 3 chapters that Patnaik sir is going to teach, that is in somewhat in volume 1, and the second 3 part of that will be in volume 2. Okay, this is mains material, all objective questions. Some are single answer and some are numerical questions. Next we have Ascent advanced material. Okay, first, second, and third. Ascent Advanced Material. Okay, this book contains in JEE Advanced exam, questions will be little tougher, little more tricky. More than that, they have different types of models. They can have single answer questions, more than one answer questions. There can be a passage. Based on the passage, there are some questions. They can be single answer and more than one answer. Sometimes there will be 3-column matching. Matching questions are there, 2 columns. Sometimes there will be 3 columns. You have to match and there will be a passage based on that. There are some integer questions. Sometimes answer is a single digit integer. Sometimes you have to round it off to 2 decimals. All kinds of questions will be there in this. Okay. Now, one should not think if you are preparing for JEE mains, do only mains material. No, you should do the textbook and this both. Our IP textbook covers a good variety of questions. What is not covered here, only that we covered here. If you prepare only for this, it is not sufficient for mains. You have to prepare the textbook and mains both. Similarly, if you want to prepare for JEE Advanced, don't think you have to do only advanced material. No. In JEE Advanced exam, around 40% of the questions will be easier, 30% will be moderate, 30% will be very difficult. This material only covers the other 30%. The first 40% is in the textbook itself, and the moderate questions of 30% is in mains material. So mains material is also useful for advanced. IP textbook is useful for mains and advanced. Mains material is useful for mains and advanced both. And advanced only tells you some correct questions which are not covered here, not covered here. If you are preparing for advanced exam, you should be thorough with all 3. In general, when we start any lesson, first we expect you to complete this book, any homework that we give. Next, that we give any homework from this. Next, from this. Okay. Once in a while, we may change the order, but in general, like that. I hope I'm not boring all of you with so much lecture.
No,
No,
sir.
sir, it's interesting.
Okay.
No, sir.
Frankly, I wanted to, tell all these things and make a video and send it yesterday only, so that today I can right away start the class. One of the reason I wanted to start the class is today nobody else would have given homework. I thought I'll cover quite a bit and give enough homework so that you'll have equal homework on every day, not bombarded with so much homework on a day. But yesterday I was very busy with many things. I could not. Okay, so just to give some clarity, I'm giving this. Okay, so Ascent mains material and advanced material printed copies will give you. Right now they're in the press. Printing is going on. We may get within a week. Then we'll inform you. Somebody can, your parents or somebody can come to the college and collect. Whenever they're ready, we'll tell you. Till that time, you don't have to ask us. But till that time, we'll send the PDF of the whole book and whichever current topic is going on also, we'll send you both the mains material and advanced material. Okay. But we want to give hard copies at the earliest because already classes you are watching on the screen. When you're later on reading it or doing homework, we don't want you to look at the screen because it will be staining to the eyes. So that's why we want you to get the hard copies of IP textbooks also as early as possible. If somebody is out of station, if you have some kind of relatives here, okay, if you are within Andhra Pradesh and out of station, sometimes you can get in your local place also IP textbooks. Or if you have any seniors who are right now studying 12th class or completed recently 12th class or preparing for mains and advanced, they will have these textbooks if they studied state board. If somebody is out of the state also, you can try to find somebody in Vizag who can purchase and send by post if possible to you. Okay, but we will provide PDFs. Okay, throughout the online situation, not a problem with us. We have all the PDFs. Okay, that is one thing. Next, I'm sure Patnaik sir might have told, but I'm repeating it. We want everybody to maintain 3 notebooks for maths. Okay, 3 notebooks. We preferably long notebooks, white page. Don't use this rough books which have brownish paper. They may cost less, but later on when you want to read it, okay, you may not feel like reading it. Okay, anyway, we are spending so much money and they are very important these 2 years. So just another 200-300 rupees. If you spend more, I think you can get good white pages notebook. I'm not advertising for Classmate, but I'm talking about notebooks of that good quality like Classmate or some other company, Brilliance or something, where good white pages are there, hardbound or softbound, long notebooks you can purchase. And later on when physical classes start, we don't want to carry a lot of books to the class. So if you want, in one notebook, okay, one side you can do Maths 1A, the other notebook and the other side you can do Maths 1B. Okay, but if you have interest, you want to maintain 2 different notebooks for Maths 1A, 1B, up to you. Okay, but what are these 3 notebooks for? Class notes, and objective homework and IP homework. When we give any homework from IP textbook, you have to write here, so that later on at the end, when you prepare for IP exams, all the solutions are there in one place. They'll be useful for us. Objective homework, any homework that we give, mains material or essence advanced material, you have to write in this book. Class notes, whatever we teach in the class, either it may be theory, it may be some proof, or I may tell some questions from IP textbook itself. There may be examples or exercise. You don't have to write here or write here, write here. Our recent mains material, I may tell few questions on my own that we write here only. Okay. So whatever teacher discusses, whether it is objective question or IP question or theory or proof, we just write in this. Any homework in objective, mains or advanced, do it here. And you will soon realize the amount of notes that you have written in 10th class, within a 1 month, you will finish that, or within 15 days. Okay. We'll be teaching so much, especially online classes, we'll be teaching 4 hours. But once physical class start, we'll be teaching 7-8 hours. We'll see sometimes at the end of first year, we'll have 10 maths notebooks. Just class notes itself, maybe. Okay. And sometimes the solutions are 2 pages, 2.5 pages also sometimes. Okay. So when you write the first class notes, write on the cover page, I want you to write CL1 and write your name and your roll number. Okay. CL1 means class notes 1. Okay. If you want to write CN also, you can write CN better. Class notes 1. Later on CN2. If this book is completed and you are starting another book, CN2, CN3, CN4, like that. Okay. And if you have enough place, you can even write which chapters were taught in that book, so that later on it will be easy for you to refer. Similarly, objective homework book, if you want, you can write OHW or something like that. 1. If that book is over, 2, and so on. IP homework, you can write IPHW 1 and 2, so on. Okay. So for you need 3 notebooks right in the beginning, and they should be noted as CN1, objective homework 1, IP homework 1. If that is completed, then second one, so on.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yes, any doubt, please. Anybody want to ask?
If we want to maintain 1A and 1B separate, we should keep 6 books, sir.
Yes, obviously. Yes, you're right. Okay, so for any other doubt, anybody want to ask, feel free.
Sir, how many pages notebooks are preferable for maths, sir?
See, in online, you can, if you want to have more number of pages, if you think less notebooks will be there, you want to take 200 pages and all, okay. But in a physical situation, when you're bringing to the college, you have to carry a huge bag. You see, if 100 pages is best, where at the end more number of notebooks, is that better for you, or you want to take 200 pages of it? Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Anybody else? Any doubt you want to ask, feel free.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, I have the prep course notes which I have written. Half is only filled. I bought
better to keep it, because it will be start fresh notebooks, because some homework will give you, or later on some kind of KVPY class or something. I will take it. You can write in that book. Better not to start in that. Okay.
Yes.
So preparative notebooks, keep it separate. If any few pages are left, you will be able to use later on for some rough work or some other work. Not a big issue. Yes, any other doubt? Anybody? If you don't have any doubts, I'll start the class, but for just few minutes to drink some water. But if you want to ask anything, feel free. I'm open. I want to know all your names and all that, but it will take whole class. So every day, few people I'll try to interact. So today I'll not spend any time on knowing each student. I know one student, Rupe's sister, is in this class, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yesterday I saw in the group. What is your name?
Sir, my name is Bindu, sir.
Bindu. All right. Okay. So I hope you will do well. Your brother is good in maths. Physics and chemistry would have improved, but I hope you will balance all the 3 subjects.
Yes.
Anybody else in this class, your brother or sister earlier studied, or you know somebody who studied in Ascent earlier, your close relatives or friends?
So my cousin.
Who is my cousin? Sakshi. Who is it? Your name Sakshi?
Yes, sir. My name is Sakshi.
Okay. Who studied related to you in Ascent?
My cousin, sir. His name is Govind Rathi. I mean, he studied years ago.
Acha. Okay. So I might have not known him. Okay. Yes,
Yeah,
who is the other?
and not
Yes,
the
please.
intermediate. He took the long-term coaching for JEE.
Achha, achha. Okay. Then definitely I did not teach. All right. Okay. Who is the other person? Somebody said they know somebody.
Sir, my cousin.
Yes, Sarah Chandra. Who studied?
Sir, my cousin, sir.
We know his name or something?
Srikar Sasha.
Oh, Srikar Shashank. He's right now studying, right?
Yes, sir, yes. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. I think he's in my class.
I even know.
Shanmukh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who studied?
Nayan, sir. He is actually.
Nayan. R.V. Nayan. Yes. He's a good student.
Yes, yes, sir.
He's very sincere. May not be able to raise up to very high level, but he's sincere. I don't doubt his sincerity. He's a good student. Right now in senior years. Yes. Anybody else? Chiranjit, sir, son is here, right? What is your name? Roll number 101, I think. Nandu. Are you there?
Yes.
Nandan, sir.
Nandan. Achha. Okay, right. Anybody else knows here some SN teacher or something like that?
Sir, I know Mother Patnaik, sir.
Okay. Is relative to you or something, Kashi?
Sir, my father is Puja.
Okay. Okay. Kashi, where are you staying?
TM Palam, sir.
Achha, here only. All right. Okay. Anybody else has any kind of acquaintances with the SN? Either they know somebody studied or they know some teacher?
Sir, I know Nageshwar Rao, sir.
Nursery. Okay. Your father's friend or something?
Sir, he lives in our apartment.
Acha, Mukund Agarwal. So you're living in the same flat apartment as nurse. Okay.
Yes, sir.
CBM compound, right? No, what is that? Police station. Sachinwal Terrace. Correct. Near that police station and all. Okay. All right. So let us not. Yes. Anybody else?
Narasimha, sir.
Narasimha Naidu, you know?
Yes, sir.
Acha, okay. You live in near to his place or something?
No, sir, no, sir. We live in Srikakulam, sir.
Acha, but some kind of family friends or something?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right. All right. Anything else? Any doubts anybody want to ask about the course?
So are we supposed to buy any reference books or sent books only enough?
Yeah, good. Thank you. You asked. Okay. I forgot to tell about this. One thing, let me tell you frankly, whatever reference books you need, teachers will tell you the respective subject teachers. Regarding maths, okay, one thing, the practical reality I'll tell you, I have a lot of books in my house, okay, but I will not have time to study. For you also, over a time you realize, when I start a chapter, we'll be given enough number of days just to complete the IP homework, then mains homework, then advanced homework, time will be sufficient. You will not have time to do it, okay. If you have a lot of books, if you feel dissatisfied that I'm not able to complete, market hundreds of books are there. You can purchase 100 books and say I'm able to do 2 books. I'm not able to 98 books. Will I get rank or not? No, it does not depend on all that. Okay, you just do this much sufficient. Our mains material, advanced material, IP text. If you still want to do more, there are 2 things. JEE mains exam. Earlier it was called AEEE exam. It started in 2002. Okay. And from 2013, roughly, it became online exam. Till that time, it was offline. Once it became online exam, it was conducted on more than 1 day to accommodate many computers, for the people and all that. So till 2013, every year 1 mains paper. 2013 onwards, there are every year 4 mains paper, 5 mains papers, some year 8 mains papers, because sometimes they've conducted twice, one time in January, one time in April, and all that. Okay. So till 2002 to 2022 or 21, okay, all the mains papers, they were typed and they were separated topic wise, both math separately, physics separately, chemistry separately. They are available in the market by Disha publishers, Arihant publishers, or something like that. Okay, so you'll find sometimes 42 years question papers, or some 39 years question papers, or 22 years question papers, something like that. This is for JEE mains. Even JEE advanced, okay, you will find the last 43, okay, from 1979 to till so far, all the JEE advanced papers chapter wise separated. These books are available. Okay, I have the PDF of all the books. I can send to you if you want. If you want to purchase, You can purchase Arihant Publishers or Disha Publishers. Or if you wait for a few days, one common link, that means we'll send to everybody. One of these publishers you can purchase. But apart from that, personally, I myself has done this. All these mains papers, I got typed, separated topic wise. Okay, all the circles separate questions, trigonometry separate questions. Not just questions, I arrange them in formula order. Okay, the beginning what I teach, later on what I teach and all. That book is available with me with PDF, and we can even printed form also. Okay, I'll give you that. But if you want to purchase this, both mains and advanced chapter wise books are available in the market. I'll try to send the PDF. You can look at that. If you want, you can purchase. More than that, neither will you have time nor you need it. Is it okay?
Sir, what about Singate series?
Yes. See, I tell you, Sengay series is a good series. Tata McGraw-Hill is a good series. Arihant is a good publisher. Disha has some good books. All right. Physics and chemistry, some other publishers also good books are there. But there is no point in purchasing all of them. Okay, because you will not have time to do it. But if you feel you have time, you want to go through them, you are welcome. But we have fulfill our minimum requirements of completing IP textbook homework, our ASN mains material, advanced material. After that, you can do whatever you want. We don't say anything. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
But at this stage, we are not recommending to purchase anything because you don't need, you don't have time. When we finish 1 or 2 chapters, if you say, sir, I'm left with time, what to do? At that time, we will try to tell you something. That is one thing. Anyway, it's good that it came to this point. I wanted to add 2 more points. Sorry, I may be taking a lot of time, but I thought it is the first class. Let me cover all the points. And I'm making a video recording of this so that after 2 days, if somebody joins, I don't have to repeat. I'll just send the video link. This is one thing. Want you to attend classes. And as far as possible, don't miss. And if you miss the classes, sometimes people ask for recordings and all. One of the reasons we are not sending the recordings is sometimes they send to other students, which we don't want it to happen. Sometimes they think anyway recording is there today, I'll miss the class, they will take it lightly, they don't listen attentively and all that. That's why we're not sending. I may send for my own class, just because of that, don't ask other maths class, other physics class recording to be sent. You have to attend the class seriously. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just I may be recording because if somebody comes late, I don't want to repeat the class, I may be sending the link. Okay. Or if somebody wants to hear to the class one more time, I may be sending, but it's not possible to do it for all the subjects and all the tracks. Okay. That is first thing. Second thing is, it's not necessary to mention, but if you want to get a good IIT or mains rank, the most important part, apart from your capacity, given it is, most important part is you have to try a lot of things on your own. If a teacher tells 100 questions, that is one situation. Another teacher tells only 30 and gives 70 questions homework. The second situation is much better. After student tries, then we can discuss. That is much better than ourselves telling a lot of questions. It's not going to help you. It's like a coach who tells you how to do it and gives an example and shows few things. But if you only play matches, he will win, not the student, the player will win. In the same way, you have to try questions on your own, and at times it will be frustrating because when a teacher tells it looks very easy, we'll finish in 2 minutes. When you try sometimes for 15 minutes, you don't get. Sometimes in the like math solution, somewhere 2 plus 3 equals 6, you will write in the beginning in a hurry, and you will do everything nicely, but because of small mistake, it will be lost, and sometimes difficult to find the mistake. It will be quite frustrating. All right. So you have to look. One of the main part of these 2 years is you have to be psychologically strong. Sometimes you work very hard, but you don't get marks. It is not like till 10th class your exams where we teach for 6 questions and definitely from that only questions will come. Sometimes in a week we teach 300 questions. From that we may give some 5 questions and some 10 new questions. And you have time limit also. Okay. In 1 hour you have to attempt 30 questions. So whenever you keep a mains or advanced exam, your marks will be only 50%, 40%, 30%, 60% in the beginning. One should not be discouraged. You should be ready to accept that and go forward. Okay. Many people get discouraged. Both parents and teachers have duty to encourage them. I'm telling well before, so that before only exam, we are not expecting 100% marks from anybody. We are very happy if somebody gets 40 or 50% marks. Okay. So don't be discouraged with the marks that you are going to get in the future when we keep any mains or advanced exam. That's the first thing. Okay. Second thing is, the point I'm mentioning is you have to spend enough time trying questions on your own. Okay. So if you want to have time for that, definitely you should plan your time properly. We are already teaching 6 hours, let us say. In a physical situation, we teach 7 hours, we give 4 hours homework. Rest of the time, people should not waste, going to YouTube and looking for this video, that video. Yes, some videos may be good. The particular explanation, you may like it better, but for that you have to search 20 times and somewhere you may find it. But one thing will guarantee, whatever you need for mains and advanced will be given right here. You don't have to look for anything else. So don't have to research in internet. Don't have to waste your time in YouTube and all that. And don't have to, go for this, what you call some kind of apps will be there, topper.com and Byju's and some Vedanta or something. You don't need all that. Okay. If somebody says, I never heard these names, it's very good, excellent. So don't worry about what are these. Let me search what is the word he is saying. Don't worry. You don't know anything about it. Good. Okay. So you don't need any kind of these apps. You don't need so many books to be purchased. Okay. If a lesson is over, you have enough, definitely send you some material. All right. And one more thing. Don't try to go for this tuition, that tuition. You don't need any tuitions. Okay. We are explaining once. You have to try after that. If you need any more help, you contact us. We'll provide to you. But by listening so many times, not that you will improve. Let's I teach maths and again you go and listen to some video or some tuition. But when is the time for you to try? Your trying part, that time which you are working on your own, it should not be reduced. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so enough of the lecture. I'm going to start the maths and determinants. Yeah, one more thing. Everybody has to forgive me. My handwriting will not be that good. Okay. In the beginning, you may not find some. Sometimes I may write B and 6 alike. I may write X and N alike. Okay. If you manage for 10 days, over time you'll get used to my bad handwriting and the bad way of writing fonts and all that. Okay. So if something is not clear to you, if I write small letters, okay, or something is not clear, you ask me, I'll tell you. All right. But over time you'll get used to it. Maybe I did not practice my handwriting classes properly in my childhood. Somehow my handwriting is not good. But to bear with me there. I really appreciate some
Excuse me,
people have.
sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, these all, whatever you're going to tell now, we need to start in our classwork notes.
Yes, exactly. Whatever I teach in the class, you have to write in class notes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And as I said, different teachers have different personality and different style of teaching. Somebody may be strict, somebody may be jovial, somebody may jokes, or somebody may give lots of notes, somebody may give less notes. It's all, everything is good. We cannot say one type of teaching. Teaching is not fixed. There are different styles of teaching. Okay. So Patnaik sir may give lot of notes. Sometimes I tell don't write any notes, we'll just solve the questions. All right. So you just follow in Patnaik sir's class what he says. In physics class, what that teacher says. In my class, you follow. Don't have to compare with between the two. All right. Especially maths and determinants, I am not going to give any notes to you. Okay. We already have this one thing. In our recent mains material, before every chapter, we have something called synopsis. That is all the important concepts required for that lesson. Formulas or definitions or any statements are required, we gave it. Okay. So for maths and determinants, thorough notes of some 20 pages is there in our mains material. In the printed copy is there. Or PDF also I'll send it. I'll screen share and I'll show to you, but you don't have to write anything in this class. What we will do is, we'll only directly do our mains material, SN mains material in the class. You can write that in the class notes. You don't have to write an object homework book. IP, I will not tell any question from the textbook. I'll give you homework. After you try, I'll discuss the doubts. Okay. So anyway, coming to maths and determinants. I thought one more point I wanted to say, I forgot. It's okay, not an issue. Yeah, every day in the class notes, you should start to write that day's date first. Today is what? The 4th? Which one? 4.
4th, sir.
Okay. 4/6/2021. Okay. One more point I thought of, I'll tell you, but it's okay. Okay, some of you know about maths and determinants. Little bit. You might have studied maybe ICSE syllabus students or something like that. Maths and determinants is an easy topic. One of the reasons we chose to start with this topic is that after this over, I'm going to start trigonometry, and I'll be teaching trigonometry for 2-3 months. Okay. So we thought if I start with trigonometry and if somebody misses first 4 days classes, again, it will be difficult for him to follow. Okay. If maths and determinants is over, if somebody joins a little bit late, at least from day one from trigonometry, they are there. And whenever required, I can repeat this. This is an independent topic. That's the first thing. Second thing, reason we started this is, anyway, today I'll try to give a general information only. I said in IP we have this Maths 1A and Maths 1B. When you write IP board exams, 11th class or 12th class, you will have 6 exams. Maths 1A separate 3 hours exam. Maths 1B another 3 hours exam. Physics 3 hours exam. Chemistry there will be a 3 hours exam, and English 3 hours exam, and Sanskrit 3 hours exam. Okay. When I say Sanskrit, some people may say I don't know anything about Sanskrit. Okay, why should I choose? Can't I choose Hindi or Telugu or something like that? Let me tell you, Sanskrit is easier than English, easier than Telugu and Hindi and all that. Okay, and sometimes some colleges even choose French. So sometimes it is scoring. If you can learn French, I'm sure you can learn Sanskrit. But the thing is, it's funny, but you have to write answers in English. You know that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
anyway,
sir.
so your AP State Board has exam of Sanskrit. Question will be in Sanskrit. You can easily, the pronunciation is like Telugu and the writing is like Hindi script. Okay. You will be able to easily follow. The Sanskrit teachers will guide you very nicely. Don't carry any doubts. Okay. Even I don't know anything about Sanskrit. I can, if I attend your classes, I can easily follow it. And many times, if you know the question, you can write answer in English. Some grammar part is very easy. Okay. So don't worry about the Sanskrit. Sanskrit sir will explain all the details later on to you. But you have to go through Sanskrit. That is one thing. That is a 100 marks exam. English is another 100 marks exam. Chemistry is 60 marks board exam for 3 hours only. Physics is 60. Maths 1B 75 and 1A 75. In second year also, you'll have Maths 2A 75, Maths 2B 75, Physics 60, Chemistry 60, English 100, Sanskrit 100. Of course, in second year, you'll have practicals, which will carry Physics 30 marks and Chemistry 30 marks. In that say first year, second year together, Physics is for 150. First year 60 marks, second year 60 marks, practicals 30, 150. Maths is also first year 75, second year 75, 150 and 150 like that. Anyway, so in this, only from maths and determinant topic, you will get around 22 marks. Okay. So if you attend next 20 days classes properly, your 1/3 of IP board exam is done. If out of 75, 22 marks is around 1/3 of the marks. Okay. It is not necessary to tell it this stage, but anyway, today hardly 10 minutes is left, so I thought I can start this topic fresh tomorrow, even though I'll start it. So I want to cover some general points. In Maths 1A, the 75 marks, what it is, we'll have 3 sections: Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3. Section 1, you will have 10 single answer questions, small short questions. Each is for 2 marks, so 10 into 2, 20 marks. You have to attempt all the questions. If you don't know some question, your marks will not be full marks. Okay. So 10 into 2. In this Section 2, they will give you 7 questions, but you have to attempt 5. 5 out of 7, they are called, these are very short answer questions. These are called short answer questions. 5 fours are 20. So there is a choice. There are 7 questions. You can attempt any 5, and 5 into 4 is 20. What if somebody knows all the 7, they attempt all questions? They will take best 5. That means if somebody attempted 7 questions, in 5 questions they got 4, 4, and 1 question they got 3 marks, another 4, another 4, another 4. They don't see in order. They will forget about this and they will take the best 5 and they'll give you 20. Okay. So you can attempt only 5, or you can attempt all 7, or we can attempt 6 questions. They will take the best 5, and the maximum marks is 4, 5, 4. Section 3 will have 7 questions. And if you have IP textbook with you, the last pages, you have 1 or 2 sample papers of the previous years, just to see how the questions are. Okay. Out of these 7, again you have to attempt 5, and each is for 7 marks. 5 sevens are 35. So 20 plus 20 plus 35 is 75 marks. Actually, the paper is for 97 marks. If you can conclude these extra 2 questions here, extra 2 questions here. But out of 97, you have to attempt only 75. If you attempt more, they will take the best. Okay. Now, in this, for example, these 10 questions, first question and second question has to come from maths and determinants. Okay, there is a rule like that. Let's say section 2, it may be, let's say 12th question has to come from matrices. some 19th question has to come from matrices. Not only from matrices, it should come from particular exercise 3b or exercise 3, like that. We call that as blueprint. Each and every question should come from which chapter, which particular exercise or exercises is clearly given. Okay. So because of that, the exam tends to be easier. Okay. I don't want to talk about ASP, but especially for some people who are who may fail board exams, for them it is more convenient. But those are in ASB and those are preparing seriously for mains and advanced, we expect them to get full 75 marks very easily without focusing so much. But still, I'm telling about the importance of this chapter for the board exam, which carries 1/3 of the practically out of 22 out of 75 marks. That is one thing. Next, every mains exam will have around 30 questions. One question in maths first year, second year put together, we have around 30 chapters. Okay, definitely one question, sometimes two questions also will come from this. This is a very, very important topic and very scoring. Some parts of this are little difficult. It's not an easy topic. Some chapters, some exercises are very easy, some exercises are little difficult maybe, but it's a very important topic. JEE advanced exam, they will give this topic for sure. There is no year which they are not given a question from this. Okay, so there are some years where other chapters might be not given, but this is never missed. One of the reason is, if you have somebody studying BTech 11th class, there is BTech first year or second year, either in IITs or NITs or any other universities, they will have this topic, maths and determinants. Okay, it is very useful in engineering applications. Okay, and other details are there. Okay, so because of that, especially what you are going to study in BTech, anything that is required basics, they will be there in 11th and 12th, and they will be asked in the corresponding exams, because if they are going to teach this in BTech first year, in BTech entrance exams also they expect you to be good at these topics. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a very, very important topic, scoring, and most part it is easy. Okay. Next 5 minutes I may teach something, but definitely I'll try to repeat it tomorrow just for the sake of continuity. Okay. I can screen share it, but anyway, let me tell something. Don't write anything. In fact, if somebody kept heading, tomorrow we'll change the date and tomorrow we'll start it. Don't write anything. Just listen. What is a matrix? The definition. Okay. Sorry, today like long lecture. Something comes to my mind, I keep telling it. Patnaik sir might have told some things also. Patnaik sir will regularly ask you when he teaches some definitions, what is the definition and all. Next day will be asking some students. Okay. And even me. And it is very important. In mains and advanced exams, sometimes you may not find definitions are asked, but unless you know the concept and definition properly, you will not be able to attempt the questions. All right. So, and in intermediate exam, they do ask a lot of definitions, which they never asked before also. So it is very important that you should know all the definitions properly. And if any formula is there, you should know the proof also. Okay. I generally tell this, don't accept just because a teacher told it must be right. Okay. Whatever physics or chemistry or maths teacher tells you, if they don't tell the proof, you have every right to ask what is the proof, how it is derived. You have every right to ask, you should know. Very rarely, 1 or 2 times we may tell this is something which is beyond the level of 12th class, so we'll just accept it. But mostly we want to tell the proof. Okay. Okay, now coming to this, what is a matrix? It's a very simple thing. You take some real numbers or even complex numbers, write in the form of rows and columns. Okay, let's say I put a symbol like this. Sometimes we put a symbol like this and write some numbers. Let us say 2, 3, 5, 7. You can write some characters, A, B, C, D, which are also real numbers. You may not know what is complex number. Generally, we say square root of -1 is not defined, but we take it as some I, and we write some 2 plus 3i and all, some complex number. Okay. There is a separate chapter called complex numbers in second year. We teach for 1 month only complex numbers. We'll study in detail, but right now just take root of a negative number is not defined and it is called complex number, any variation of that. So sometimes I can have 2 plus 3i, 5 plus 4i, things like that. You can put any real numbers or any complex number in the form of rows and columns. You can have 3 rows, 4 columns, you can have 20 rows and 10 columns. Any number of rows, any number of columns, doesn't matter. It is called a matrix. For example, here I can put 5, 7, 9, 4, 1, 2, 0, 9, root 3, comma, root 7. Okay. For every matrix, there is something called order of a matrix. this matrix has horizontal. Sometimes people get confused with what is rows, what is columns. I have to tell you. Horizontal line things. So one more thing, I tell something I remember I tell you. Some teachers are using this digital writing pad where they write on that, you can see on the screen and you can see the teacher in the right corner, okay, or some corner, okay. When network is little slow also, that is better because you can see the screen. But I am sharing the video, okay. So sometimes if your network is poor or even my network is poor, okay, video may not be clear. Usually my network is good, I never face problem. I don't have any power situation also because of inverter and all that. So, but still, anytime if you feel in the class my video is not clear, you tell me. I will tell you whether the problem is on my side or I'll ask other students. If everybody is facing problem, we'll try to do something about it. If only you are facing problem, you have to do something about it. But next, sir is also teaching on the board only, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think physics, sir, I attended your morning. I attended your physics class. I was observing all of you just to see who are there in my class. Half of the students did not turn on the video. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll be very strict about that also. We want people to be turned on the video. It is good for you and good for us. We don't want other means it will keep your, that means nobody will disturb your parents or sister. Somebody will not disturb in the class because video is on. You can say teacher is watching. And we can also know who is listening. If your video is off, we don't know whether listening or not, or somebody else is listening and all that. Okay, anyway, coming back to this. If you take this matrix, you have horizontal lines are called rows and vertical lines are called columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 rows and it has 2 columns. So we say 5 by 2. We say the order of this matrix is 5 by 2. Even though it is like this, we should read it as 5 by 2 or 5 cross 2. Okay. The first number tells you how many rows are there, and the second number tells you how many columns are there. Okay. Now, if I take this, what's a 1057? What is the order of this one?
4 into 3, 4 by 3.
4 by 3 cross 4.
3 by 4.
3 by 4.
3 by 4.
4
Yeah, row number first, column number later. Okay. We have 3 rows and 4 columns. All right. Okay. It is 3 by 4, not 4 by 3. Okay. Let us see if somebody can answer this. I have 12 elements. I have 12 numbers. I want to write them in the form of rows and columns. How many types of matrices I can make? How many orders of the matrix are possible if I have 12 elements using all of them?
6.
Somebody said some answer?
6 types.
6 rows and 2 columns.
6
rows and
Is the only way or there is some other way, sir?
6 divided.
Sir, there are
Base.
6 types of ways.
Sir, 6
Yes.
into 2, 2
Okay.
into 6.
Yeah. You want to tell all of them? Tell all of them. Order.
Sir, 1 by 2,
1 by?
1 into 12.
1 by 12.
by 12.
Sir,
2
2
into 6.
2 by
6.
3 by 4,
3 by
3 by
4.
6 by 2.
4 by 3,
6 by 2. 4 by 3. 12 by 1.
4 by 2.
You can take reverse
12
of
by
all.
1.
Yeah. If you want to have 12 elements, then basically 6 orders of the matrix are possible. In fact, if you see, all these are nothing but divisors of 12. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
yes,
This is the counterpart of that. So if I give a number n and say how many matrices we can make using all these n numbers, how many orders are possible, how many divisors it has, that many only. Right? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
In the beginning of a chapter, there will be a lot of terminology. For example, any course you want to learn, I'm sure in the beginning you have to know a lot of jargon, a lot of words that you use in that course. Okay. Like that here also we have a lot of things. Oh, I have time is up. Okay. I'll stop now. Thank you very much. Anytime if